Liverpool is preparing a new offer to finally sign the £51 million star. It's unlikely that Liverpool will block the player's departure if he wants to leave this summer. Welcome, my friend fan. Come check out the latest news from the greatest club in the world. Let's go to the video. Reliable journalist Ben Jacobs stated that an offer from Saudi Arabia for Liverpool's forward, Mohamed Salah, would be around £70 million. The Reds turned down an offer of approximately £150 million last summer to keep Salah this season. The Egyptian captain has remained in good form this year, but his performance has declined drastically in recent games. Additionally, the 31-year-old player has endured a lengthy spell on the sidelines due to recurring injuries since January during the AFCON. This prolonged absence is unprecedented in his tenure at the club, which is concerning. As Liverpool's highest-paid player in history, he needs to maintain a high standard, which hasn't been happening. Despite the downturn, Salah has recorded 23 goals and 13 assists in all competitions in 37 games for Liverpool. He remains one of the club's and the world's most prominent and beloved figures. Jacobs told Give Me Sport that any offer from Saudi Arabia would include add-ons along with a price in the range of £70 million. He stated, "As expected, a year later, any offer will be less than the £150 million package. I've been told that the guaranteed fee will be similar to what was successfully paid to bring Neymar from Paris Saint-Germain to Al Hilal, something around £70 million with some add-ons." Salah's recent performances have cost Liverpool dearly, as they have suffered significant defeats in the two remaining competitions. The Reds had a costly draw and a loss in their last two Premier League games, dropping to third place. Furthermore, they lost 3-0 at Anfield to Atalanta in the first leg of the Europa League quarterfinals last week. The second leg represents a tough challenge for a team that is completely out of form and ideas. Salah's contributions have been scarce in front of goal and also in the Reds' overall game. As Liverpool have conceded early goals, the opponent has become compact to focus on counterattacks. The Egyptian has only aided opponents by being too narrow, leaving the right flank completely useless for any productivity. In recent months, Liverpool made an offer to sign Takusa Kubo from Real Sociedad, but the Japanese player, who has a £51 million release clause, turned down the Reds. According to media reports, Liverpool is now preparing a new offer to finally sign the Asian star. According to the Spanish website Fichajes, the Merseysiders are gearing up to launch an offensive to bring Kubo to Anfield in the summer transfer window. It is reported that the 22-year-old's preference is to stay in Spain, but the 19-time English champions are still willing to push for his signing. Liverpool could offer £51 million to secure a deal with Real Sociedad, but the final decision lies with the player. Klopp will leave Liverpool at the end of the season, and it won't be surprising if we see the departure of Egyptian star Mohamed Salah as well. We need a long-term replacement for the African winger, who has already passed his prime. Is Kubo good enough to replace the former Roma forward? The Japanese player, with 34 caps, is primarily a right winger and this season so far has scored 7 goals and provided 4 assists in all competitions for Sociedad. On the other hand, 31-year-old Salah has already scored 23 goals and provided 13 assists in all competitions for Liverpool this season. Give your opinion. Should Liverpool offer £51 million to finally sign Kubo? It's unlikely that Liverpool will prevent goalkeeper Caoimhín Kelleher from leaving Anfield this summer if he wants to transfer. Alisson Becker's injury in February allowed Kelleher to play a series of games for the team, but he returned to the bench once Alisson recovered. Nottingham Forest, where coach Nuno Espirito Santo is a big fan of Kelleher, is interested in him. Liverpool wouldn't oppose Kelleher's departure if he wanted to pursue a starting role elsewhere. Kelleher's future has been discussed for some time, and his good performances have certainly caught attention. Although he hasn't publicly expressed a desire to leave, if he did, it would be difficult to deny him that opportunity. He has been patient and never disappointed. But if he decides to leave, there will be plenty of suitors. Liverpool should try to get the best possible price for him, and nothing below £30 million would be acceptable. Fan, are you in favor of goalkeeper Caoimhín Kelleher's departure? Comment your opinion here in the comments. As things stand, Trent Alexander-Arnold and Virgil van Dijk are approaching the final year of their respective contracts with the Reds, which may leave some fans concerned about the possibility of the duo not renewing terms with the club. Neil Jones sought to allay the fears of Liverpool fans about the future of the two crucial players in the first team at Anfield. Speaking to the EOTK Insider, the journalist is confident that it won't be long before Liverpool's hierarchy ties down the two players for a few more years. Jones stated, "Obviously, there's Trent Alexander-Arnold's contract, and I personally hope that gets sorted. I also hope Virgil van Dijk gets a new deal." With Jurgen Klopp's departure in a few weeks, Liverpool could risk facing a period of alarming uncertainty. We still don't know who will replace the German as the next coach of the Reds, and this process could be delaying the contractual situations of Trent and Van Dijk. It's understandable that players would want to wait until the administrative situation is resolved before committing their futures to a club, especially in the case of the Dutchman, who turns 33 in July. The duo is valued as captain and vice-captain, and they still have time to decide on their future contracts before they expire in 2025. We are confident they will renew, ensuring their stay at Liverpool for a few more years.